had a family thing come up super last minute, like literally like an hour ago or so. So she unfortunately can't make it tonight. Um, I decided I talked with her and she's okay with it. We're just gonna keep going with today's episode because today is a filler episode, and I am pretty sure that today's episode is probably gonna stretch into next week. So this might be a two-part episode. Um,
Oh,
so because of that, I told her, if you don't mind, we'll keep going, and I can like catch you up personally. She said that's fine. So, um, yeah, that's that. So that's the first thing. So unfortunately, we're down one member today. And then the second thing that I wanted to address, I sent you guys a link maybe like an hour and a half ago. It was like a list of items and their prices. It's come to my attention that the prices that are set on there are actually incredibly low, much
boo.
lower than they should be. I don't know how that happened. So expect the prices to be different, is what I'll say. Um, Now, typically in D&D, you do barter, so there is a possibility for you to bargain down to a more pleasable price for you at least. But I apologize. The prices on that website, I didn't realize that they were actually lower than they should be.
Yeah, do your research, Gio.
I'm sorry, I failed you guys. All right, are we all in the game?
Oh no.
Man, you fucking talk shit and then you come in here and you're not even prepared.
Life comes at you fast.
Why am I not signed in? Wait, your password. Hold on, everyone. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Email was this one. Hey yo,
Man, I started up and almost instantly, very naughty wife is already in here. Let's go.
Oh no!
That's right. That's right. That's
I'm
right.
so glad we have a loyal fan. Shout
I
out.
got push notifications on for you, Gio.
Is she following?
Is he following? I'd actually, I don't know.
Bot.
I'll have to check my I don't. Can I check my followers list later? Am I allowed to do that? I think I can. Okay. So, just to recap, I know obviously we were all here last night, but just to recap anyway, you guys went ahead and went to the lair of the bandits. You guys were able to solve the puzzle in the forest that brought you to the little underground cave that they had. It was very dark, but thanks to basically everybody having dark vision except for Welby, you guys were able to navigate. You guys even found some treasure, found Headley. You guys went back up, fought an earth elemental on your way back. Everybody came out mostly in one piece, a couple injuries here and there, but thanks to some healing words, everybody turned out okay for the most part. And so, on that note, you guys, having spent some time traveling through the forest, find your way back to the burning church, which is where we're going to start tonight's episode. So, you guys have ventured back from the forest, and you guys are now here in the church. You guys have brought Headley back. Eldritch has also come to meet you guys. In general, some time has passed. Maybe you guys spent in total 3 to 4 hours away from the village. It took about an hour or so to reach the forest spot. About an hour of digging through the combs, not catacombs, like the cave, and you guys spent another hour or so kind of coming back. So about 3 to 4 hours have passed since you guys initially left. You notice that Eldritch, true to his word, appears to have kind of settled things. There is still a lot of kind of destruction. Clearly the church is still on fire, but things have kind of calmed down a bit. Most of the fighting has essentially ceased. The village appears to be, for the most part, okay and intact. So, you guys all crowd around the church. Eldritch and some other villagers are currently helping you guys heal up. So, for those of you who are not at full health, if you can please restore your health. However, please do not restore your spell slots yet.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, full help.
Alright, so Governor Headley has asked all of you guys to kind of gather around. So you guys, with most of the pews destroyed, you guys are just kind of hanging out near the front of the church. Or I guess the back, not the front. The front would be the entrance. So near the back of the church, near the altar, Headley has kind of sat himself down near the altar. He's kind of resting his back on it as he's still pretty injured, pretty tired. All right, maybe I shouldn't eat while talking. Sorry.
Mukbang.
Munch these chips first.
Hey, good chips though. I gotta say. Shout out to Kettle Brand. Sponsor
Wow.
me.
You're
Sponsor,
finishing.
please.
Yes, with that sponsor.
So, coming back now. So Headley has kind of propped himself up against the altar, and he sees that Eldritch is here. And his initial reaction is one of big surprise. He's like, "Eldritch, you're here?" And Eldritch kind of looks over and just sees that Governor Headley is okay. And he just goes, "Yep, in the flesh. You're not looking so good yourself. How could you have gotten ambushed like that? You're better than this." And Headley and Eldritch just kind of bicker back and forth, not in mean terms, so to speak, but more so just old friends catching up. There seems to be, I don't want to say a joyful mood, because clearly this is still a very somber tone right now, but they don't appear to be antagonizing each other so much as just, playfully jabbing at each other. Alright, so what is going on with you guys? What is the conversation with everyone else right now?
Holy shit, this place is still on fire. Why are we inside?
Is the Drow Elf's corpse still right next to us?
Yes, and Headley actually, you bring that up and Headley looks over. Oh, you guys killed the masked elf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you guys. I never meant to ask so much from all of you, and yet here we are, almost at the brink of destruction. If it wasn't for you five, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I really do.
Yes. You will continue to show your appreciation in our brunches to come.
He tries to chuckle, but then he kind of winces a little bit. Very well, very well. Before anything else, before we adjourn, however, I do want to just kind of recap. So, I was kidnapped. They clearly knew the layout of the town. They knew to attack you guys at the pier. They knew where my private quarters were. How could this have happened?
I blame Welby's sheep.
Obviously, there has to be some sort of spy or a rat, perhaps,
Degenerate?
amongst.
Degenerate, you might say.
He kind of shakes his head. There's too many people, unfortunately, who know the information that could give it to them. Being captain of the Royal Guardsmen know where I live. Obviously, you guys being the Royal Council, there's a lot of people who know who you are. It won't be so easy to find out how they got this information.
Too bad we killed the masked Drow elf.
He had it coming.
Just kind of
Well,
shake.
unless
Hmm?
who knows some necromancy?
Oh god.
You know, that is a skill that pops up later if one of you guys were, I think, a druid. I think a druid knows necromancy.
Yeah.
But none of you guys are a druid, so it doesn't matter. But I digress. Headley kind of is thinking to himself, kind of somewhat acknowledging the conversation you guys are having, but at the same time not, 100% participating. And then he kind of looks up and he goes, I wonder, how are they so well equipped that they were able to almost take on our village? He looks
money.
He looks over at you guys. You guys haven't heard anything about shipments being stolen, have you?
No. I do not dabble in the deliveries.
He goes back to thinking to himself. There's a possibility that there could be a bigger picture here. We'll have to sit and dwell on this. But then he looks up and he looks at you guys. However, for now, it's been a long night, especially for all of you. It's at this point it's close to 1 a.m. You guys have been fighting and traveling pretty much the entire day. And so he looks at all of you and he goes, I think we all deserve a long rest. So I think tonight we'll adjourn. You guys can go back to your quarters. Tomorrow we can meet up again, perhaps at the bar. And maybe this time drinks really will be on me.
Yeah! Wait.
Yes.
Any words from you guys?
Nope. Let's go. Let's go.
Should we put out this fire first, or?
The citizens are slowly working on repairing stuff, so...
The citizens!
So...
We are so...
So... everyone else...
Defund the government can't stop him.
Let's go shopping.
And when I say normal citizens, I mean, these people are being helped by government officials, but you guys are the royal council. Such things are perhaps, I don't want to say beneath you, but at the same time, there are already people who are helping with that. So, at this point, the night settles. It is now time for all of you to adjourn to your personal quarters. So, then decides to venture off for the night. She leaves a little note telling you guys that she's going to be spending the next few days recuperating. It's been very tough for her, and she would like to kind of spend some time to herself. Maybe with her amp, who knows. But she goes ahead and leaves for the night. The rest of you, I know, and I don't have maps to show all of this, so I'll just stay on this church screen. But the rest of you, head on out and go your respective ways to your personal quarters. Now, this would be a long rest. So, Nemaya, you're returning to your personal quarters. How are you spending this night?
Ooh. Maybe looking at my shop, seeing what's been going on these past couple days.
Okay.
And then resting.
All right. So you spend some time just kind of looking over, making sure your shop's okay, and thankfully your shop, because it's kind of away from the main road, appears to be mostly intact. No real damage to it. So you go ahead and wander off to sleep shortly after. Ku, how are you spending this this long rest?
Cool. First,
I will remind you that you do have items that you need to attune to.
He sleeps. Nothing but sleep.
Forgets about the rope, just goes to bed.
Holding the rope.
First, loot every single body.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not letting you do that.
Why?
Who's disturbing the fuck out of the dead?
Okay.
These poor people alone.
And then can Ku talk to Sir Headley? Gov?
Sure. So as everybody heads out, you walk over to Governor Headley. He looks at you and goes, "Is something wrong, Ku?"
Yeah. Can we talk in private?
Well, everyone else appears to have slowly wandered out, including Eldritch. So, yeah. What do you need?
So, the other day we were in the, what was it, alchemist shop, and I got a ring of something. Can you look at it for me?
Do you show him the ring?
Yeah.
You give him the ring, and he looks at it and he goes, "Wait a minute. This is one of Salinger's most treasured possessions. You stole this from him?"
Yeah.
Cool.
Gov, I'm telling you this because I trusted you. Please help me with this.
And I'm telling you that as a respectable government official, I can't just let you go and steal shit. Especially one of Salinger's most respected items. Do you not know what this is?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
He shakes his head and is just muttering in disbelief. He goes, "I can't fucking believe this." Alright. Look, this is a ring of mind shielding. This protects your mind from any creatures that could possibly try to invade your mind or possess you through... Oh god, these chips are choking me.
Oh shit. We'll be right back.
Alright, we're good. He's the feds. You are the feds. You guys are part of the government.
Oh, well, we're not the top
no.
feds of the feds.
Alright,
We have
alright,
one Headley Fedley.
Alright, whatever. So, this is a ring of mind shielding. This protects your mind from people with telekinetic abilities. It's what Salinger, it's one of his most treasured possessions. He won this in the war.
Ooh, okay, I'll give it back to him, no worries.
Governor Headley tries to reach out and he tries to put his hand on your shoulders. Cool. And because you're only 3 feet tall, he's able to do so even though he's sitting down. Cool. Promise me you'll put this back. Salinger will know that this ring is gone.
Yeah. Don't worry, Gov, I got you.
He puts his hand back. Very well. And then as you begin to walk out, he remembers something and he goes, "Wait, one more thing, Koo.
Yeah?
You haven't put it on, have you?"
No?
Good. I remember Salinger telling me, apparently these rings of mind shielding also can, like, hold spirits, and he told me that apparently there's a pretty malevolent spirit in there. So, be careful, don't put it on, just give it right back to him.
Okay, got it, Gov.
Alright. And with that, you leave the church. How else are you spending the rest of this night?
Tuning.
So at this point, you have returned to your personal quarters. Do you own a home, or are you just like renting a room in an inn somewhere? What is your personal quarters?
Sleeping in Namaya's place without Namaya's knowledge.
No,
Whoa.
no, I'm not allowing that. It doesn't work. I'm sorry.
No.
Our dreams are dreams.
No home. No real home.
Outside in my backyard.
So you find
Dark vision.
So you find a nice kind of soft ground, or you find some lovely grass next to it with a tree, and you decide to just rest there. So you kind of hole up next to the tree. You whip out perhaps a blanket. Maybe you just feel better in the outdoors, and this is comfy for you. So you are in your quote-unquote personal quarters. What are you doing?
Pulling out the ring and like looking at it and like almost putting it on, but then deciding not to, and then just looking at it and then falling asleep.
What about your rope?
I don't have a rope. The hempen rope?
The rope of climbing?
No, that's Namaya's.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh shit, is that mine?
Yeah. Oh, I thought Koo had that. Oh, no.
I had no idea. Hold on.
Is it really? Oh, man. Whoops.
Heyo.
Alright, well, sorry, Namaya. We already
We
skipped
pan
over it,
back to
so...
Maya.
Wait, can I add two?
I'll give you another chance later, don't worry. Namaya, perhaps a little too tired, forgot about her rope. She's asleep. Koo's asleep. Welby, how are you spending this night?
I go back to this barn that I've made my home, and I fluff up my sheep like a pillow, lay my head down, and start playing my lute to the tune of a new song that is recapping this recent adventure.
I like it. I like it.
Sing for us.
Yeah. Oh, we almost died. That drow elf was a bitch, and I am tired now. Good night, and then I snore.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Good.
Respira, you exit out the church. How are you spending this long rest?
Well, I'm probably limping back home. God knows my legs are fucking shattered.
We've already determined that through the power of magic, your leg is fine.
So all my pain is gone. I
You are
got more
full
pain
health.
in the magic.
Well, maybe like all the physical pain is gone, but perhaps the mental trauma of seeing your literal leg look like a rolled up like toothpaste bar, maybe that's bothering you a little bit.
Right, yeah. So I guess as I make it home, still having like phantom pain.
Where are your personal quarters?
Flashbacks.
What are your personal quarters and where? I guess.
It's probably on top of a hill, and I have my own pool and such. Yeah, I think, yeah, so I trek up the hill, cursing myself for buying property on a hill now, and I finally make it home. I draw an ice bath, and I light some scented candles, and I double check to make sure my door is locked and stuff, and yep. Take an ice bath for like 20 minutes. I don't know if they were taking an ice bath before. And after that, kind of just check to see if I got any mail while I was out. Maybe water my plants.
You know it's like 1 a.m., right?
Well, surely there must be something. But there's nothing, I guess. My house is unscathed, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, the Degenerate Postal Service never stops. DPS, 24/7, baby.
The boys in blue. The pony.
We stand.
The Pony Express here. Yeah, nothing new at my house. I am exhausted. And, yeah.
Alright.
I'll just go to bed.
Alright. Good to hear. So, you guys all fall fast asleep. We are going to now transition to the next morning. It is a new day. You guys, Governor Headley's advice from the night before. Oh, actually, really quick, due to this long rest, can all of you now please restore your spell slots? Really quick. Because a long rest lets you do that. And let me know when you guys are good and we'll move on.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, sorry. So, we transition to the next morning. At the behest of Governor Headley, you guys have once again met up at the bar. So we are here. Ven is not there, sorry. Ven, as she said before, has decided to take some time to just kind of get closer to her imp and kind of stay to herself. So she has requested a leave of absence, at least for today. And Governor Headley has granted it, so she is not with us this morning. Once again, we find ourselves at this local tavern / bar. We really should come up with a name for this bar. What would be a good name? What do you guys think?
Bubba la booba.
That is a little too tongue twisty for me. We'll call it the bubbly.
The bubble.
So,
The dirty bubble.
what did you say?
Dirty.
Regardless, you guys find yourself here, the dirty bubble, here at the dirty bubble. Once again, you guys have greeted each other good morning, and you guys are sitting at your local, you're not your local, your usual table. The waitress comes by, perhaps a little tired, perhaps a little incredulous about the fact that the town was attacked the night before, and yet she's somehow here again at work like nothing's wrong. But however, at the same time, she recognizes that the threat was quelled and that you guys played a big part in this, so she is very happy to see all of you. She comes forward, kind of scuttles forward. She goes, "Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to the Dirty Bubble. Thank you, Royal Council, for all that you've done. I understand that you guys killed that drow elf, correct?"
Yep.
How did you know about that?
Oh, it's the talk of the town. And she, ooh, I need my notes. She looks over at Nemaya, and she points at Nemaya, and she's like, "I don't even mean to be rude, but you especially, Nemaya the Great, they say. They say that you're the one that quelled her with the final blow with this huge spell of fire. Is that true?"
You bet your ass that's true.
She kind of, her jaw kind of drops a little bit, and you kind of see like her eyes gleam. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it. You guys are amazing. Well, thank you so much again. What can I get you guys?"
A pitcher of Bloody Marys.
"A whole pitcher?" She's like writing on her little notepad. "All right, a whole pitcher. You know what? I'll even make it 2 for you guys, okay? What else?"
And eggs.
All right, eggs. Should I just get the usual breakfast for you guys then?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. And she kind of like scurries off like frantically, but also very excitedly. Her day being made, essentially. Shortly while after, she comes back with a wide variety of foods for you guys to feast on. 2 whole pitchers of Bloody Marys to go around, and along with a big old plate of some very nice eggs, topped with green onions and maybe some mushrooms. There's some omelets with cheese, bacon, even some vegetarian options. They pull out all the stops for you guys this morning. So, you guys are eating. Are you guys drinking?
Yeah,
I'll
we're
take
drinking.
one pitcher for myself, thank you.
All right. Describe how you guys are enjoying yourselves in this moment of triumph.
Feels good.
Feels good, man. Yeah.
So,
Can't believe we did that thing.
Nemaya, you mentioned you're taking a whole picture for yourself. Can you please roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Let's go.
Blackout drunk in the dirty bubble.
Oh, hell no. Alright, so you take... you rolled a 2. Okay. Or a natural 2, sorry. It's actually 6. Okay, so... you take a whole pitcher for yourself out of pure excitement, and you are just chugging it. You're... maybe you have like one of those like wooden like cups, like those big cups that you see in like typical like medieval stuff, and you're literally just straight pouring Bloody Mary straight into it and swigging it like it's a beer. You are considerably drunk. You do not take any damage, but you're pretty drunk right now.
Alright.
Well,
We're off to a
damn.
good start this morning.
So,
You
how...
killed that entire pitcher.
You bet.
Nemaya, how is Nemaya drunk? How is she acting right now, having drinking almost a whole pitcher of just straight Bloody Marys?
She feels like she's on top of the world. Maybe she stands on the table and she's like, "That's me." So Maya's like, "Great."
Holy crap.
How are the rest of you reacting?
Man, I gotta record this moment somehow. I'm gonna tell Headley about this and Eldridge.
Wait, is Welby hitting on the waitress?
No, that was a suggestion from Maya.
Ah.
Always too ugly.
Oh.
How humble.
Alright, alright. So,
Always just shoveling food into her mouth, but looks concerned about Namaya because she's shaking the table as she dances.
Literally shaking the table.
so Namaya's just
Damn.
on the table. Big titty tiefling girl is just, having the time of her life on this table. Drunk as shit. Koo, what are you doing?
I'm joining in.
Alright, so... I love it. So Koo and Namaya are having the time of their lives while Respire and Welby kind of watch over them, a little wary, but also joining in on the fun for the most part. At this point, Governor Headley walks in. Hold on, sorry, I just gotta get the bars in. Governor Headley struts in. He appears to be mostly recovered from the night before, although he still appears to be a little rough around the edges. Shortly after, a couple minutes later, Eldridge walks in. Eldridge... So, Eldridge... hold on a second. Alright, cool. It's still there. Eldridge looks a little different. He's wearing what he would probably consider to be his civilian wear, which honestly is not that much different than what his normal getup is. It's basically still the exact same armor set. However, he is not wearing his helmet, so he is letting his hair just kind of flow freely. He has also taken off his cape, so he has taken off the big kind of neck back plate that you see that kind of like is around the back of his neck. And with that, the cape is off as well. So, he's also not carrying his shield, but he still has his sword strapped to his side. So he essentially looks exactly like Governor Headley, except obviously, in terms of outfit-wise, he looks almost identical because he has taken off a lot of the royal garb. So,
Bueno.
Governor Headley walks forward, along with Eldridge a little bit after him. Governor Headley sees Namaya, drunk as shit, and Koo, both,
Acting a fool.
yeah, acting a fool, and he just goes, I see we're starting the celebration a bit early now, aren't we?
Well, looks like I don't have to tell you anything. Have a seat, you guys.
Join us.
Headley looks concerned and is shaking his head, but Eldridge just puts his hand on his back, kind of pats him a little bit and says, come on, lighten up, it'll be alright. Come, join in the festivities. And so they both sit down. Eldridge sees that you guys have been feasting on the eggs, and he helps himself to a vegetarian omelet. Headley kind of flags down a waitress, and he goes, excuse me? Yeah. Could I get the sausage breakfast, actually? No eggs. Yeah, thank you.
Just straight sausage.
You don't like
I
eggs?
see. I see where this is going. Very obvious. Oh, wow.
Taylor's watching, and she just typed in Twitch chat, I'm just here for the guys. I'm here for those guys. We stand.
Oh, God.
So, you guys are, enjoying yourself. Namaya, maybe not necessarily following the conversation pretty well, but she's loud, boisterous, and, I don't know, Namaya, how else are you celebrating right now?
I have stepped off of the table. Perhaps I'm not drinking anymore.
You're gonna be drunk for a little while, so...
Feeling winded.
Trying my best to focus, and I'm like, okay. All good?
I am looking respectfully. So, Edley kind of looks around. Okay, so you guys kind of finish your meal. And Maya's maybe slowly coming back to reality, but she's still pretty gone. Maybe someone's taking care of her? Question mark.
Who's that? Roll for initiative.
Alright, so Welby's kind of looking out for Nemaya, maybe giving her some food. So Headley kind of sees that everyone's kind of slowly starting to finish up their meal, and so he kind of leans in. Okay, so, obviously a lot has been going on. Restoration is underway across the village. We have a lot of workers that are slowly rebuilding what parts of the village were attacked. But for the most part, it looks like damage-wise, we're not too far off. It looks like we're okay.
Oh, so I'm glad we're making that a first priority here.
Yep. I am still concerned about the fact that these bandits were able to just live so close to us, just an hour away, and were able to build a sizable force. So, I'm gonna have to learn a bit more about that. And he looks over at Ku. Ku, you have your little criminal network, don't you?
Yeah.
Can you perhaps send out a message to your network inquiring about these the masked elf and the bandit army she led?
Oh, okay. You got it, Chief.
Alright, and so Ku kind of decides that she'll do that, and later on kind of sends a message out through his little network. We'll come back to that. That takes some time, as it has to go through the appropriate channels. So that's just me talking to you guys as players, not in game. So Headley kind of looks and nods and goes, "All right, very well, thank you." And then he kind of looks back at the rest of you guys. In the meantime, I think no, Ku was definitely not a librarian. Headley looks at the rest of you guys. Well, in the meantime, while we're gathering the information, I think you guys deserve a good rest. I think we'll spend the next couple of days and you guys can have some time to yourselves. How about that?
Yeah,
Great.
awesome.
Aldrich kind of leans forward when he hears about plans for the next few days, and he kind of sits up. It looks like the ship that I was on is damaged, and they're also inspecting it to see if anything could have been stolen. So it looks like I'm stuck here with you guys for the meantime. And he kind of looks over at Headley and kind of pokes him with his elbow and goes, "How about we plan some little fun? How about that? There's got to be something here we can do."
Sausage fest.
Excuse me, sausage what now?
Oh, well, I just saw that Headley had to specifically ask for a sausage-only breakfast.
Headley's eating a breakfast platter that includes hash browns, sausages, and a bagel. It normally comes with eggs. He just asked for it without eggs, but it's not just sausage.
No eggs?
Oh.
Headley? No eggs?
Just sausage.
I wasn't feeling the eggs today. A little too heavy with everything else.
Wow. I see how it is.
Eldridge kind of butts in. We're getting off topic. Come on, let's do something fun. I heard there's a beach nearby here. How about we all take some time to go to the beach sometime? What do you think, Headley? Is someone knocking?
Who is knocking?
They want to get in on this.
I think it's
FBI, open up! No. Sorry, if that was from someone's audio. No, it's okay. Headley kind of looks and he goes, "Well, maybe. I can't be today, unfortunately. I still have work to do." And Eldridge goes, "Oh, come on! Don't be such a uptight little ruler. Come on, take some time for yourself." And he looks over at you guys. What do you guys think? We should all have a beach day sometime, right?
Yes, let us go build sandcastles.
Alright, and Headley goes, he looks at Eldridge and goes, "Alright, fine. Perhaps during this week, maybe later on, we can spend some time at the beach nearby." And he kind of resigns himself to it, and he goes, "Alright, well, on that note, I think we should start heading out. Really quick, actually. The villagers came forward and they came to me and said they wanted to offer thanks to all of you guys for slaying the bandits. So they have pulled some resources together, and he pulls out some sacks, and he kind of plops it on the table, just big ol', and he goes, "In here are bags for each of you. Each bag contains 5,000 gold pieces."
Wow.
Jesus.
And I should note, if you guys look at your character sheets, I actually, before the game started, I actually gave you guys some gold pieces to start off with. For some of you, it may be more than others, depending on your background. So you guys already have some gold pieces, but Headley has kind of put together some more, and he goes, "There should be enough here for just about 5,000 gold pieces for each of you."
Wow.
Wow.
I don't even know where to start spending this.
Headley,
Buy a goat.
Headley hears Respira. Well, if you are a little confused as to where to spend your wares, perhaps you should check out the bulletin right outside the bar. Typically, there's some ads and notices there for the local shops. I mean, you run a casino, don't you run ads on there?
Only casino here. I usually don't spend much on marketing.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, it's good to know what's around, so I implore you all to take a look at the bulletin outside. Do you guys distribute the coins as he says, or do you guys kind of argue as to maybe someone gets more? Are you guys okay?
You should
Plan
split
on
it
making
among four of
major
us.
purchases?
Split it among 4 of us, and then Taylor doesn't know about this.
Yeah, Headley goes, "I've already reserved some gold for Ven, so she'll get her share separately."
2 pieces. Okay, we'll just split it even for now.
Okay, so in that case then, if all of you can please note on your character sheet, it should be under the equipment tab. If you can please add those gold pieces. And then, I don't care about total weight. I'm not going to bother with that. So if it says you're overweight, fuck it, I don't care.
Wow.
Sweet.
Sorry,
Just
how
jangling around town with my pieces.
Okay, has everybody updated their...
How many did we get?
You each get 5,000. You all agreed to split it evenly.
Cool.
So please add that to whatever total you already have.
Over carrying question.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Unless it's like very relevant, like Ku being 3 foot is trying to carry like a 6 foot tall mace. I'm not really gonna bother with weight.
Okay.
All right. So Headley kind of pushes his chair back and begins to stand up. On that note, I'm gonna head back. I have to check on the guards and make sure that they're doing their jobs properly. Eldridge sees Headley starting to head out, and he goes, "Wait, I'll go with you. I want to see how you're training these men of yours. Hopefully you haven't been training them as harshly as we've been trained," and kind of laughs to himself. Headley, however, doesn't really say much and goes, "Well, why don't you see for yourself?" And they both walk out together. At this time, you guys are just now at yourselves to the table. Is there any sort of discussion?
Oh, we just got a big payday, guys. And a beach day planned.
Yeah, what are you gonna buy?
You guys,
Oh,
would
is
you
this
guys like
enough for a
to?
unicorn?
Would you guys like to walk out and check the bulletin?
Sure. The bulletin.
Alright, so you guys all leave the bar and you walk outside to the local area. So you guys are all outside. Eldridge you see Eldridge slowly following Headley. They seem to be I know Headley's not here, but believe me, he's like right here. They're just talking amongst themselves and they seem like good friends catching up. Headley, being a little more of the stoic individual, just kind of keeps to himself, but Eldridge is laughing a lot, is trying to rope his arm around him, and they seem to be... Oh, then,
The
no.
fan service.
But they seem to be having at the very least, it looks like Headley, despite his stoic nature, appears to be having a good time catching up with a friend. So, they move on out. So you guys step outside, and you guys see a big bulletin right here, and so you guys take a yonder. There's a couple of ads there. The first ad is for the Scroll and Bookshop. It's a big ad that says, looking to read, looking to find books, looking to find scrolls of magical uses? Well, come on by to the Scroll and Bookshop. We got what you need. And then in a little note underneath it, it says, guards on duty. No magic allowed. And then the next one is actually an ad for Nemaya's Potions Shop. Nemaya, what does your ad say?
Something like, do you need a potion for battle or for other uses, or maybe you need some medicine? Come on down to the potions shop or something like that. I'm sorry, maybe she's not good at marketing.
She drew this herself.
Kind
Pencil.
of
A little drawing of a potion.
It's in like Comic Sans, and it's like poorly.
She
So
invented Comic Sans.
there also appears to be an ad for the armory and weapons shop, posted by the weaponsmith himself, advertising that they do have wares available for people who have the coin. As you guys are kind of looking, you kind of hear some noise, and you hear what appears to be the town crier. The town crier is just somebody who is paid to yell for news, for advertisements, or whatever. So the town crier is coming by. He's walking around, and he goes, "Listen up, listen up. We got a good deal over at the casino up north. The casino up north, if you're looking to double your wares, you're willing to risk it all, or if you're just looking for a grand old time, come by the casino up north. We got games, we got gold. If you're the adventurous individual, we got what you need. Come on down, have some fun." And he finger guns and snaps his way up.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you guys should check out my casino if you haven't already. I mean, my treat.
Ooh.
We got lodge there.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
at this point, it is now shopping time. You guys don't necessarily have to stick together, but I implore you, please stick together. It'll make it a lot easier for me. What are we doing? Where are we going?
Are scrolls like, if you read it, you permanently have that effect?
So, there are, on the list that I sent you, there are certain items that are like scrolls, like spell scrolls, stuff like that. Those you would find at the scroll shop.
Oh. Cool. Who else wants to go scrolling?
Me, let's go.
We can all go scrolling.
Okay. So, you guys, and you can move your tokens if you'd like. So you guys are just kind of out shopping through the town. So you guys pull on up over to the scroll and bookshop. It is the owner of the shop appears to be a dwarf. He appears to be very old, very hunched over with a cane. He has, some wrinkly skin. What you would imagine a librarian to look like. That's him. He looks over at you guys. "Hello, how can I help you?"
Oh, good sir. We saw your advertisement at the bulletin, and we just had to come in.
Well, I'm glad the ad caught your eye. What can I get you?
Killing me. We're interested in spell scrolls to help us out in future combat.
Spell scrolls, you say? Well, what spell scroll are you looking for in particular?
To diversify my skill set, I've been fire all my life, and you know what? We should branch out into some water or ice spells. That'd be dope.
I need you to tell me a specific spell scroll.
Damn.
We
All
level?
of these say spell scroll level blank.
Did you look into what the spell scrolls do?
No.
It doesn't
Retweet, no.
give a list of spells. It just says what a spell scroll is.
Scroll.
So a spell scroll. Wait, and I apologize if I just repeat what you said because I was looking it up. So a spell scroll essentially just bears the words of a single spell. You, and as long as the spell is within your class, you can cast it. So if you buy a level 1 spell scroll, it'll basically allow you to cast a level 1 spell, like, from within your class. Like, any spell slot, any level 1 spell from your class.
Ooh.
And then
I
level
wanna
2,
look up
level
rogue
2 spell scroll,
spells.
so on and so forth, right? It'll let you cast a level 2 spell slot, or a level 1 spell at level 2, so on and so forth.
Are we allowed to go as high as we want?
Well, why don't you ask... Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
Oh, Grandpa,
Hey.
please.
Welcome to the village theme. I stole this from my friend. Henri, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Well, absurdly funky.
So, well, it's a joyful mood. I mean, you guys are just spending a relaxing day shopping, you know? No worries, right? So anyway, going back to the spell scrolls, I mean, if you want to go as high as you can ask. You gotta check to make sure they have it. Why don't you ask the shop owner, see what they got?
Hey, what's the shop owner's name?
Well, how would Respira ask that?
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, just had to make sure you're still there. Let's get a name. I mean, we're probably gonna be stopping by pretty often.
Very true, very true. You can call me Ghibli.
Okay. Nice to meet you. I am Respira. And
Respira, aren't you the casino owner up north?
Yes.
Ah, I hear all the ads from the town crier. Might have to check it out sometime, but I'm sorry I haven't been able to go myself as of yet.
Oh, we offer a shuttle service, sir. You might want to check that out in case mobility is an
Shuttle?
issue.
What's a shuttle, you say?
It's just whew.
It's just one man carrying people.
It's a pair of donkeys and there's a dude driving it.
So a
We
carriage?
got carriage, yes. I'm trying to make shuttle a thing.
Very well, very well.
So yeah. Anyways, can't wait to see you down at the casino. I was wondering if you got any rogue cantrip scrolls available.
So you're looking for spell scrolls then, huh? Well, give me a quick minute then. And he kind of scours to the back, where all the good shit is. And
Yeah.
so he comes back. So what, you're looking for a spell scroll level 0? Cantrips, you say?
That would be correct.
Well, I got just the thing for you. I got these spell scroll level 0s right here. But, you should know, this might be a waste of your talents.
Oh, really? Why is that? Are they cantrips that I already have?
Well, cantrips are spells that you can cast whenever you want. So, using a scroll
they're sick.
to use a cantrip just one time, it's kind of a waste, don't you think?
Oh, that's what this. I can't just keep the cantrips.
No, it's a one-time use. I'm sorry.
Well, now that I have a bit more understanding of what I'm trying to look for,
so,
give
yeah.
us third
Yeah.
level rogue spells.
3rd level, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay, 3rd level, coming right up, and he takes the scrolls. He actually brought a bunch with him, so he kind of like scoops them up with his arms. He's kind of holding it, and like someone like falling out of his arms, and he's going, oh shit! Hold on, 1 second. He just takes it and he scars to the back.
Damn, is he the only one who works at this shop?
Maybe, but as he's going, as he's looking it up, I should mention. So I'm just reading the description. So it says here, once you cast a spell from the spell scroll, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost. And then also, if the spell is on your class's spell list, meaning it's part of your class, but it's at a higher level than you normally cast. So obviously you guys, I think most of you know up to level 2. So if you guys try to cast anything higher than that using a spell scroll, you must make an ability check using your spell casting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. If you fail it, then the scroll is used up and nothing happens. So
Ooh.
just letting you know. So anyway, he comes back and he goes, "Oh, we got some 3rd level spell scrolls. If that's what you're looking for, we do have them in stock."
Great. What do we have here exactly?
Well, I don't know the rogue spell list.
Okay.
All right, I got some spells here. Whatever rogue spell you're looking for, I got you right here.
Great. Awesome. I'm gonna get you got the fly rogue spell?
Is fly actually a rogue spell?
Yes, I'm looking at rpgbot.net/dndfi/characters/classes/rogues/spells.html. And I'm looking at 3rd level spells.
Wait, did you say? But is it a rogue class? Like rogues can cast it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Oh yeah. I do got the fly spell right here. If you're looking to purchase it, I can give you 1 fly spell scroll. I can give it to you for 800 gold pieces.
800? Yeehaw! That's a deal, Ghibli.
Very well. It's a pleasure doing business. And he hands over the spell scroll. So if you can please add to your equipment spell scroll level 3, and if you want to put flight so that you know it's specifically for flight, you can do that. And then if you can please subtract 800 gold pieces from your inventory.
Yeah.
Done
Done and done.
This is a Persona 4 track, by the way, for anyone curious. Anyway, continuing on, Ghibli looks at the rest of you. What about the rest of you fine ladies? He looks at Ku. He looks at Ku. Gentlemen, what can I get? What can I get you all? Is there anything else I can help you all with?
Yeah. Do you have any 3rd level spells for a ranger?
Boy, do I! Hold on a second. And he goes to the back once again.
Yeah.
He's always gonna have 3rd level spell scrolls. So it's just a matter of what spell you want, but he will have it. So he comes back. I got a wide variety of ranger spell scrolls. Whatever 3rd level spell you're looking for, I got it right here. What can I get you?
Do you have the one to speak with plants?
I'm trusting you here. Is speak with plants actually a spell that rangers learn?
Yeah.
Let me just look it up really quick, just so that
He
I...
doesn't trust you.
No, because I need to know what the spell does myself, so I know I'm not, like, you know, making you guys too OP.
But Ku can be OP.
Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I do got the Speak with Plants spell right here. It's a pretty popular one, gets out of stock really quick, so I only got 1 for you. I can give it to you for 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000? Nuh-uh. That's too much, dude.
Are you bargaining with him?
Yeah.
Alright, so offer a price, and, or, you know, what are you saying?
How about 700?
700, huh? And the Ghibli kind of, he's like stroking his little gnome beard. He looks like a garden gnome, you know, like those ones you put like on their front lawn. We'll say that. And he's kind of stroking his beard, but he doesn't look super pleased. Maybe Ku, if you try to persuade him a bit more, you know, what do you say? What are you trying to do to get him on your side?
Come on, Ghibli, you know if I have that spell, we'd be protecting the town more. You'd be safe and more people will come and buy from your shop.
How does speaking of plants help you protect the town?
Well, if something happens, I can ask the plants what happened and, like, you know, figure out what happened the day before, and everyone will be more safe.
Roll me persuasion.
She really wants to tag the plants.
Yeah.
Protect the old man, he said.
Is it? Oh god.
Your persuasion skill. The gnome appears pretty unconvinced. I'm sorry, Ku, but I don't think I can offer. I don't think I can sell this for 700. I'd be in the red. I can offer you 900 instead.
How about 850?
900. I'm sorry.
Crying.
Come on, give me.
Are you trying to cry?
Yeah.
Wait, like, are you actually like pretending to shed tears?
Yeah.
Roll me deception then.
Ryan.
Can't watch this. I'm on the other side of the store.
Deception 11. He doesn't think you're lying. He sees the tears and he feels a little bad, but at the same time, not enough where he like changes his mind. He has his own shop to look out for, you know. So he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't go any lower than 900. It's just a one-man shop here. You gotta think about me sometimes, you know."
You know what? You're right. I gotta think about you sometimes. I'll go for 900. You know, gotta help the little people out.
He smiles. Thank you. And so if you can please note on your equipment that you have a 3rd level spell scroll for Speak with Plants. Ghibli's too old to have noticed that was a slur, and besides, Ku's also small. It's like they're both small creatures, so it's not a slight. So if you can please note on your equipment that you have that, and then if you can also please subtract 900 from your gold total.
Okay.
Do.
Ghibli, let's be friends.
You mean we weren't already?
Hello?
Well, we can be best friends now.
He kind of chuckles himself. Well, come on by anytime.
Alright, you got it.
Alright, so any other shopping here? You guys...
Grandpa!
Who you calling Grandpa, kid?
Grandpa!
He looks over at Welby. Hello.
You have Cloud of Daggers and Catnap?
You said Cloud of Daggers?
Yes.
Cloud of Daggers, and then what was the last one?
Canap. It's like one word.
Spell it.
I did.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, sorry. The Ghibli looks a little confused. Cloud of Daggers. This is a scroll shop, miss. I'm sorry, I don't carry weapons of any kind. Oh wait, that's a spell. Shit. Tell me you want a scroll first, and then tell me the spell.
Is this not a scroll shop?
I'm sorry. Alright, that was my fault. So those are both spells then? Okay. It would help instead if you told me what level spell scroll you want, and then as he's getting it, tell me what spell it is.
I think Cloud of Daggers is 2 and Catnap is 3.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I should have been more
That's
specific. Okay. Ooh, alright. So you want a level 2 and a level 3. Let me go to the back real quick and check what I got. Alright, so he
Moves
goes...
pretty fast for an old guy.
Well, this is his livelihood after all.
A senior specialist.
So he goes in, and then he comes back. So I got the Cloud of Daggers level 2 right here. Unfortunately, miss, the catnap spell, we don't carry that here. It's a little too rare for my tastes. You're gonna have to maybe check one of the main lands for that.
Okay, that's okay.
So the Cloud of Daggers, the level 2, I can sell it to you for 800 gold pieces.
You got it, Grandpa.
Ah, thank you. But stop calling me Grandpa. The name's Ghibli.
Yeah, Ghibli's not a grandpa.
So same thing. If you can add it to your thing, and then just subtract the appropriate amount from your gold pieces. And anyone else?
Yes, I'm looking.
I am looking.
Respectfully. Ghibli sees that Namaya is just kind of pondering. Hello, Namaya. I appreciate you being the head of the business union. I know you always have my back. What can I get you? What you looking for? This really hurts my throat. Fuck.
You've committed.
Let's see. I am looking for a few spell scrolls. Hold on. That sounds cool. Okay. A level 4 spell scroll called Ice Storm.
Level 4, huh? Alright. Let me go take a look. And he saunters back. You said the name was Ice Storm?
Yeah.
Ooh, Saunters.
I mean, for how old he is, he's still pretty lively and has a pretty nice jive to his step. Okay, so you can... Alright, cool.
Taylor's being a leader in chat.
Persona 4! It's the town theme! It is a jivey town. I don't think I spelled that right. That looks wrong. Anyway, so he comes back. Oh, I got the Ice Storm spell right here. This one's a beauty, alright? Be careful with it. It's a pretty powerful spell.
You got it,
So,
Mr. Ghibli.
if you want the spell scroll, this is a 4th level spell scroll, and these are pretty hard to come by. So, I'm gonna have to sell this to you for 5,000 gold pieces.
5,000? Hold on. I don't even have that much money, do I? Yes, I do. Now, Ghibli, as the head of the business union, you know I've helped you out a lot. Maybe we can negotiate on that price of 5,000.
What are you offering?
Maybe
1,000.
maybe like 3,000.
3,000? That's almost 50% off. Namaya, you know that's hard for me to do.
How about 4,000?
4,000? How about you explain your reasoning a bit more, kind of sweet talk him a little bit.
We talk him.
I think
Hello.
4,000.
Bounces
I don't
booble.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
I mean, hey, listen, if that's the character you want to be, I ain't stopping you. Do whatever you want.
No. Let's say at the next business union meeting, I will listen very carefully and make sure your voice is heard when you need to talk about things that you need for your shop.
Alright, roll me persuasion.
Oh, I'm not good at this. Persuasion.
10. Okay. Let me see. Where's my mouse? Okay, let me see.
God, I'm rolling so low.
The Ghibli kind of leans forward. Wait, so you mean at the next business meeting, you mean you'll actually, listen to my request this time?
I will listen very intently.
So, you'll listen to my requests about having more workers at the scroll shop and making sure that bastard owner at the weaponsmith stopped screwing me over?
Ooh. Did not know there was bad blood there. Yes, I will. The three of us can sit down and have a discussion, and I will make sure that you get what you need for your business.
He ponders it.
Damn, all this for a scroll? Shit.
Or scroll, ma'am.
I also just want to remind you, there's multiple shops, so don't blow your money all in one place. Well, if it allows me to speak my mind, fine, I'll do it for you, Namaya. 4,000.
Alright.
Alright, so you take the level 4 spell scroll. If you can please note it in your equipment and note the appropriate spell attached to it. And then if you can please subtract that amount from your gold pieces.
Okay.
Alright, and with that, you guys have all shopped at the scroll shop. Is there any more shopping you guys want to do here? Or are we trying to move to another part of town?
Let's go to my shop.
Yeah, let's go to the potion shop de Namaya.
Alright,
Come
so
on.
everyone
Give me money.
everyone
Free
saunters
potions.
everyone saunters over to the
Did
potion
you say
shop.
free potions?
Only
Yeah.
potions. Family
Please.
discount comes in.
As you guys walk out of the scroll shop and work your way over to the potions, you hear the town crier, who is once again making the rounds, talking about the casino. You guys are walking away, but as you hear him go, heads up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all races and ages. We got a show at the casino. We got all sorts of games and prizes. Got low on funds, no worries there. Are you willing to risk it all and double it all? You can come home with mountains of wealth here at the casino up north. Ugh.
Damn, Respira. You got
Oh,
quite
yeah,
the
that
marketing
guy-
team.
By the way, Respira, or Alyssa, did we ever come up with a name?
I really have not come up with a name.
Okay,
The
I'm just-
closest I had settled was The Shining, but maybe not.
I just keep saying the casino up north, but if you don't like that, just let me know.
The casino.
Alright, so, on that note, you guys move on. Oop, I didn't mean to cut that out so quickly. You guys move on over to the potions and apothecary shop, which is Namaya's shop. And we move on over. So, Namaya's shop is a beautiful shop. It's a very... Oh, that's really loud too. I'm sorry.
Why is this music so sexy?
There's just naked women strewn around the walls. Holy shit.
So
Every
you,
single
no.
potion bottle looks like a giant boob.
Oh my god.
so you guys saunter on over inside. Namaya takes her place behind the counter. Oh, Ven, you're not supposed to be there. Sorry. Welby, who am I forgetting? No, you're all there. This is the potion / apothecary shop. It is a tall building, kind of out away from the rest of the shop. it is a very tall building. There's a lot of wide windows with a wide variety of what looks like vials and plants as well. Behind, as you guys enter, actually, as we enter the shop, the person behind the counter looks up and smiles and waves. And Namaya, if you want to perhaps take it from here.
Do I have to be her too?
No, but maybe if you want to introduce who she is and what she's doing here.
Sure. Alright, everyone, welcome to my potion shop. This here is my assistant. Her name is Belfie. She's my assistant / apprentice, so she knows her way around the shop and can answer any questions you have, but I'll be here to answer your questions as well for any potions that you'd like to buy. And she takes care of things while I'm away.
For the record, Namaya, while they're shopping, they're going to be bargaining with you. Okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. I haven't looked at any of the potions.
How does Belfie react to seeing you, Namaya?
Maybe she's really happy that I'm back. Unscathed. Yeehaw.
Great. I'm not gonna voice Belfie. Please don't make me.
Okay.
Or Namaya do it. Or
I'll make her like an uwu anime girl.
She looks like one, so that's fine.
Alright, so you guys are here at the potion shop. What are you guys doing?
Exploring the wares.
I
So
have
Belfie-
quite a list of potions here, or variety of potions
Ooh.
here for you all.
Ooh, hey, Namaya, do you have the potion of mind reading?
Mind reading. I don't think so.
Well, I'll just keep looking.
What about the potion of animal friendship?
Yes, I do have a few of those lying around.
Yo! You wanna just give it to me?
I do run a business here, so can't exactly give my wares away for free.
Alright, how much is it?
Let me see. So I think the prices that are on here, the list that Geo linked, for some of them they were way too. For the most part, they were kind of fine. Depending on like whether they're rare or very rare, they're like, you know, lower or higher. The potion of animal friendship I had for between 100 and 500, so I had it for 300 each. Oh, I don't? Well.
What?
Oh.
Who said no?
God.
Where's God?
My bad. Well, they're 300 each. I have 3
Oh.
on hand.
Alright. Alright. Well, B, you know this is for your sheep, right?
It already likes you, dude.
No, we gotta friendship it more.
How
Yay.
much closer do
Little.
you need to get with the
Make
sheep?
it new stuff. And find a new owner.
Oh, what?
Oh shit, I've been muted this whole time. I was straight up like, what?
Hi, God. What up, God?
Hello.
Alright. I'll do it for. Yeah, I'll just give you 300. You seem like you need some help.
Monetarily.
I think maybe she's referring to you balling out over at Ghibli's shop.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm referring to that for sure.
Okay.
Alright, so this transaction's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so Saint Banku, if you can note the item and the price reduction, and then Namaya, since this is your shop, just keep in mind the taxes that I noted, and then if you could just calculate the amount and then add it to your total.
Will do.
Cool.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna go for healing potions. So what kind of healing potions we got?
Okay. So for healing potions, I have the potion of healing and the potion of greater healing, superior healing, and then I have a very rare supreme healing.
I see. How much is it for one greater healing potion?
For one greater healing potion, they go for 400 gold.
400 gold pieces. I will take 2 greater healing potions.
Wait! How does Belfie respond?
I just saw that.
Because God wills it.
Why isn't she saying anything?
I know, Gio. Why aren't you voicing her? You voice everyone else.
You want me to voice Belfie?
Wait, let me just complete my transaction before we do this. So
Potions of greater healing, right?
the total is
800 gold.
800. Okay, 6,200 minus 800.
Okay, math, let's go, Bray.
Oh,
Let's go!
I'm so sad. 5,400. And then 2 greater healing.
But Namaya...
Ah!
I wanna...
You told me to do this!
Oh my god.
Koo, can you please stop flirting while we're here? Do this when we're away.
Dude, straight up, I don't understand it. You want me to voice her? You said you want me to voice her, and now I do, and now all of a sudden the whole world's on its head.
You said you would be like anime girl.
Oh, okay, hold on. Fuck, how do I do this?
Oh,
I'll come back to
that's
this.
how you know. Did Respira finish?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm
Cool.
done. I'm just gonna have a lean on this. I'm gonna lean on whatever this is right now.
The regular healing potions that we've had, they aren't this one, right? It's weaker.
Yeah, well, the one we had is just like a common healing potion.
Wait a minute.
Common,
Wait,
actually.
what are you guys talking about?
Because the healing potion, like the common one, it says the HP regain is 2d4 plus 2. Is that what we've been doing?
No, I've been given... Eldritch has just been kind of giving you guys like a really basic concoction that was just a 1d6.
Cool. So it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just giving us lime water.
It's a placebo.
Listen, he has multiple vials of these things. These are just meant for emergencies.
Can I get 1 common healing and then 1 greater healing?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll take you.
So the normal potion of healing is 50 gold pieces, so just 1. And
It's
then
50? 50?
Yeah, those ones are pretty. Yes, it's 50.
Ah, such a... What? Who's barking?
You said. Oh,
I just wanted this to stop.
Just kidding. I'll just take 2 greater healing potions.
2 greater healing. Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So that's also 800 gold pieces.
Okie dokie. 800. Hey, Nucky. Does Koo have a date?
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
You must have rolled a nat 20 in beauty.
Namaya, are you gonna step in here?
Yes. Stop
Belfie's
that.
gonna run away with Koo and live in a tree.
No.
All right, so Namaya beckons Belfie to come back. Belfie comes in. Koo, you're not allowed up here.
Oh.
Where'd
Belfie,
she go?
she ran away,
Oh.
but now she's back.
Please stop stalking my sister.
All right, any other transactions happening here?
There are a lot of good potions.
Your favorite one.
What's my favorite one?
The most expensive one.
Yes. I have a good old potion of supreme healing here. Will guarantee that you get back to full health no matter what.
Are you trying to sell us this right now? I already just got healing potions.
That sounds like a Venlin potion, you know.
Okay, let me see what else I have. I don't remember all the descriptions of these.
Ooh, are you gonna buy anything? Are you just gonna stare at Delphi?
I already bought something.
Oh.
I have potions of resistance.
See what?
You gain resistance of damage for one type of damage for 1 hour, which I think is pretty useful.
Ooh, how much are those going for?
Those ones are going for 400 gold pieces.
Okay. I think I'll buy one.
Okay.
GM chooses the type of it randomly, or do we roll?
What is it? The potion of resistance?
Yeah.
And what was the question?
It's. Do you choose the type of resistance, or do we have to roll for it?
I choose the type.
Hmm.
So it goes two ways. I either choose the type, or I roll a 1d10, and the 1d10 and like each number correlates to a damage type, and depending on the number I roll, that is the resistance.
Boy, well, taking a chance.
Do you guys? Oh wait, this will help. Do you guys want to know what the damage types are?
I'm looking at him.
I'm looking at him.
So you see acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, all that?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Cool shop, Namaya. It's real neat.
I worked very hard on this shop.
Any new potions you're working on
Wait.
right now?
Hold on, I haven't looked at chat. What's happening?
We're running away.
I can't believe you're making me roleplay as a 20-year-old girl. This is not what this is definitely not how I imagined this would go.
I'm just glad it's not going through voice acting.
I'll save that for when Taylor comes back.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what was your question?
Are you working on any new potions?
Yes, I have some experiments in the works. I will let you guys know how those go. I'm working on new stuff all the time.
Sweet.
Jesus Christ, Amber!
I am... Wow. Speechless.
Oh!
There's a lot going on here today.
We are all looking.
We are.
I feel almost dirty typing all of this.
Okay, it's a safe space, like on D&D and chat, not Omegle. Fine.
I'm only streaming this to like 6 people.
You'll only we upload the VOD later.
Your very naughty mom having a great time. Very naughty wife. There was a
Wife.
yesterday that was like hot local mom or something.
Damn. Hot local mom not joining us today.
Not today.
Ooh.
Oh. Hello?
Yes.
Oh. Hi. My
Go
Discord.
to
So-
go to horny jail.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Alright, so, but going back to the transactions, what's going on? I think you were asking about potions, right? Or
I think we're good. Does anyone else have any more questions?
I have
No,
one.
I think we-
I have one potion of vitality.
Potion of vitality?
Yeah. I'm sure one of us will get sick or poisoned at some point, right?
The potion of vitality, pretty rare. Those actually go for 50,000 gold pieces.
Oh, never
Jesus.
mind. I guess we'll die. It's fine. Let's go buy weapons
I'm sorry,
instead.
These ones take a lot of work to make, so I don't think I'll go down on price.
Well, cool. Are we leaving?
are you guys done? Is there nothing else you want to do in here?
No, not really. It's been an uncomfortable experience.
We are poor.
That's okay, I don't even have that much money.
Alright. Wait, so for all the transactions in Maya, you made sure to rope off the taxes and then you added it to your account, right?
I haven't added it yet, I just wrote down the prices.
You can add it to your character sheet right now.
I will, I just wanted to add them all up before, instead of adding them individually.
Okay, gotcha. Make sure you do that.
Yeah.
Just so that, because now you have more gold pieces that you can spend elsewhere right now. However, on that note, you guys have left the potion shop. Belfie kind of waves at all of you, not at any one of you in particular, waves at all of you with excitement and says, come again!
Belfie.
Sure.
See you later, Belle.
Poor girl.
And on that note, we are going to... Ooh, I was able to make the music end on a good note. We're going to come back to the starting area. So, oops, I need to bring myself to the starting area. And just like that, we find ourselves back in the town square. So, where to now? The town crier is once again, you can hear him just shouting just all these good news about the casino. If you're looking to spend your money, not just spend your money, but grow your wealth, come up to the casino up north. We got games. Check out our famous skee ball. It's the game of the town. You've heard it here first. Check out the one-of-a-kind game, skee ball, and win some gold.
That casino, the baller.
I mean, I don't know about desperation. It's literally his job to just yell about this all day.
I don't even know how much he's getting paid.
I guess he's not
really
huh?
going for it.
Did we go to the casino to try to make more money before we buy weapons?
If you
I'll
want.
give you guys a tour of the casino. We have like
Sounds
20
nice.
minutes left.
Oh,
It's okay. Like I said, this is going to be a two-part episode for sure. So,
a tour of the casino.
all right. So,
Why not?
you guys saunter on over to the casino, and so
Saunter.
we are sauntering. Welcome to the casino. This name to be determined, I guess.
Yeah, not really sure.
Oh.
As you guys enter, some funky music appears to be playing. Respira appears to be right at home where she is. Hold on, let me add everybody, sorry.
Hee hee. Feels so good to be back in the casino. Smell like casino air, the smell of gold. And skee ball.
So, as you guys enter in, all the staff members see Respira and wave and kind of just, joyous, like, hello, boss.
Hello, everyone. I am back from a victorious journey.
They all clap and cheer, like, yeah! Woo! Then as the rest of you guys enter, the customary staff, the greeters come in. The staff, an assortment of race and gender. We'll say that these two greeters are two human women wearing what would be described as scantily clad clothing. One may even call them Hooters girls. Come in and they kind of go, oops, and they kind of bend forward. And go, can we help you?
To do that. Oh, I see we're getting the
Yes,
full
he
treatment here. You ladies have outdone yourselves.
Thank you,
Come
boss.
in, everyone.
And the girls step to the side as you guys enter in. Respira, if you'd like to take it from here.
Oh shit. Okay, well, thank you guys for wanting to come into my casino. We've got a lot going on in here. As you can see, we got the band up front here. Got a live band every night. Let's see.
What's the name of the band playing tonight?
Oh shit.
The big titties.
The Hoots. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's just go. I'll take you guys over to where the lodge is. I mean, we have some card games here, some dice games if you want to roll for a chance to win big. Or lodge here. Yeah, so the lodge is over here. I think we have enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Or is that 8? 7.
Tiger skins really, bring it all together.
Yes, I've got all the best imports. There's a restaurant and bar. And
bar?
kitchen. Yeah, so if you guys want to drink, tonight it's on me.
Oh,
Alright! Round 2, y'all.
We're not doing pictures though.
Is Namaya still drunk right now?
Nah, she's sobered up.
Okay.
Respira, I'm gonna let you continue the tour. I'll be right back, actually. Be back in a hot second.
Oh yeah, here's the bar, I think.
oh, 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 oh.
The fact that Gia didn't drop in some PNGs of some Hooters girls into this is a very big disappointment.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any named Hooter girls boys. What else is good?
Let's gamble.
We got a few lounge rooms in case you don't want to gamble in the loud space. Laid back, more private area. Here's another lounge room, even smaller, for even smaller parties. And another one. It just wants
Alright, I'm
to
back.
accommodate all types of parties.
What have I missed? Sorry.
The smaller lounge rooms.
Okay, cool. Have we discussed other parts of the casino yet?
The skee ball, I guess it would be like the skee ball courts. I think it would be here.
Yeah, that's fine. It's on this. Yeah, it's on this
I'm
map.
so glad skee ball exists.
That's mostly all the things I pointed out.
Your casino is so amazing!
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge!
I wanted to make sure it fit everyone's desires, party needs.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, let's Flash, pew, 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 pew.
Okay, so, okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so, all right, so you guys decide you want to play some games. There's we got a couple games here. Obviously, the most famous one, as it's been said a couple times already, is the skee ball. But there are some other games available as well, you know. So, what are you guys trying to do first?
Let's do
Playing
skee ball.
skee ball.
Around.
Alright, so you guys all go to the skee ball court. It is basically what looks like a traditional skee ball lane, I guess. You know, you got the lane, you got some balls, and you got the little holes with the numbers attached to it. So, it is 5 gold pieces to start a game.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Me.
Alright, so you enter in your 5 gold pieces, and almost like a weird clocking mechanism, you hear a click, and all of a sudden these balls just start rolling, and they roll off to the side for you to pick up. Almost like magic, but it's not magic. It's very weird and futuristic. So, what I'm gonna have you do is... Actually, I should have been slightly more prepared for this. I apologize.
Suddenly pull skee ball out of nowhere, and now you have to think it through.
No, I knew this was gonna happen. I just didn't have the image up in time. Fuck. We'll do this. Save. Ski. Save. Hold on. Sorry, give me one quick second. This will take 1 second.
If we win at skee ball, do we get tickets for prizes, you know, like Chuck E. Cheese style?
It'll just spit out more coins.
Oh yeah, our prize is more money.
Efficient.
Okay, alright. So, you guys should all see a ski machine on your screen, correct?
Yeah.
So, this is it. So you can see that there's the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, and then we'll say that the 2 corners are 100. So, Ku, you're up first. You have 6 balls. What I want you to do is I want you to tell me which score number you're aiming at, and then roll, what should you roll? I want you to roll for me, roll athletics.
Okay. 50.
Ooh, so you're going for the top centered, or like top middle area? Okay. Now roll athletics for me, please. 10. You roll it, but perhaps because this is your first time ever using such a machine, you're a little off course. You don't quite get the trajectory right. It lands in the 30, so you start off with 30 points.
Again.
So tell me the score and roll.
50.
You hit 10. You straight up roll it. You think that you need to go even harder because it didn't go up high enough, so you just straight up chuck it. It hits the net and it just bounces into the 10 slot.
Oh. Okay, 50. Oh.
You're not quite getting the balance right. You're going to 2 extremes, so this time you go really soft and it just barely hits the 10 plate.
Oh.
How many tries do we get?
You got 6 balls, so she's rolled 3.
Okay.
Alright. 40. Oh, wow!
I got for 50.
40, she rolls it, and it lands in the 40.
Yeah.
A little ding appears, like ding, ding, ding. Some lights are flashing. Yeah. Because that's the highest score you've hit in one roll.
50, 50, 50.
16?
Yeah.
50? This time you finally get it. You roll it, and it hits right between the 40 and the 50, and it kind of rolls like it's about to roll into the 40, but then it falls back into the 50.
Yeah.
Alright, and you have 1 ball left.
And then
Go for 100.
100.
So this time you get a little boulder and you roll it. You feel like you finally got it, and it curves ever so slightly, and you just get the 100. Congratulations. Oh god, math. 230 points. You get back 7 gold pieces. So you are up 2 gold pieces now.
Okay. Wow.
I'll give it a shot.
You just go for all 100.
That'd be funny. Okay, I'll play. See ya.
Yeah, so same thing. I need you to tell me.
Okay.
So you insert 5 gold pieces, and you get 6 balls rolled out. So again, tell me which ones you're going for, and then roll the athletics check for me.
Okay, I'll do 50. Fuck.
The echo is really loud. I don't know why the echo is really loud. Whenever I play the music, it, like I realize when I watch the VOD, my voice sounds super echoey, and I don't know why. Okay, sorry. So you rolled a 5. What were you going for?
50.
Yeah, you hit 10.
Cool. I'll do 50 again.
Okay.
Heyo.
Alright, so you feel a little bit better. You kind of get the hang of it. So you roll straight, and it goes straight, and like a basketball with no sinking, with no rim touch, you sink that shot beautifully. 50.
Okay,
Yeah.
50 again. Fuck.
You are a little overconfident this time, and you throw with a little too much force. It bounces back, and it lands in the 20, I'll say.
100. Whoa.
Cool.
Ooh.
100? Ooh. So it rolls. So, have any of you guys played beer pong?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Watch television shows where they do.
so it does that special thing, and I don't know how, because it looks like the 100 cup is just small enough for the ball, not bowl. But it cups in, and it looks like it falls into the 100, but then it sort of spins out.
Oh.
So, and then it falls back into the lane. So you, for whatever reason, get the 100 points, but you also get the ball back.
Oh, cool. I got extra.
Yeah, you got 1 extra ball.
Nice. Let's do 100 again.
You missed. It bounces and lands in the 20.
Okay. 50.
You again, a little too much strength. It bounces and it lands in the 10.
So I have one more, right?
Yes, 1 more ball.
Okay. 100. Hey.
100. You land it and it sinks. Congratulations. 6, 8. 8, you put in 5 gold pieces, and it gives you back. It gives you back 10.
Nice.
So if you can please, I think that gives you what, plus 5. So if you can note that. Anything else?
Does anyone else want to play?
There are
I'll
other.
play with my low ass athletic skill.
That's okay. My athletics was 1.
Okay, these are all 100.
Oh, I
Yes.
love the confidence. You put in 5 gold pieces, you roll your first ball without hesitation, and you sink it. You're 100 points up.
100.
4, nah, you missed this time, and it just rolls really sadly into the 10.
Ooh.
17, that one is a hit. You hit it and you land the 100. Congratulations. You're at 100, at another 100 for you.
You ski god.
7, that one spins out and rolls into the 10. What? Oh, you have a -1?
Oh no.
Wow, that's really bad. You've actually been rolling pretty well considering you're at a -1. Actually, now that we know that. So you rolled. You know, modifiers be damned. You rolled a natural 20. So the same magical thing happens. You throw it with such perfect spin that it kind of spins in the 100 and knocks the little kind of sensor that hits it, so you get 100. But then the ball rolls back out and rolls back into your hands. You have an extra. You have an extra ball.
Yeehaw.
You said all 100s, right?
Yes, sir.
This one misses and it bounces into the 20 cup.
Okay, cool. I turn to my sheep. I let it have my last ball as a turn. The sheep rolls. Because it's a sheep.
How does the sheep roll it?
It is in its mouth. It turns back and throws it with its entire neck.
So the sheep like throws it. It completely misses and it lands in the gutter, so that's 0. Oh god, excuse me. Excuse me. So, adding thank you. Adding everything up. You actually scored the highest out of everyone.
Thank you. And I see some of our staff has taken notice of you, Wilby.
Excuse me, sorry. So, with a score of 340, you put in 5 gold pieces, and it gives you back 10 gold pieces.
Woohoo.
The staff are taking notice of you guys and how excited you are over at the skee ball. Respira, you're just kind of off to the side a little bit, watching them have fun at your casino and kind of laughing to yourself because you know that they're having fun at your casino.
Yes.
One of the dealers looks over at you guys. One of the dealers over here at this little card table sees you guys having fun and goes, "Excuse me, ladies, I see you're having fun with the skee ball machine. How about trying your luck at some cards? How about you try and see if you can win even more gold pieces?"
Yeah, why not, guys? Namaya, won't you take interest in winning back some gold?
How does this work? How much gold do I have to put in?
So, but you guys want to do it?
Yup.
Alright, so you guys all walk over. Respira, you're just watching, but you're not going to participate. But Welby, Ku, Namaya, you guys all join in. And as the dealer begins explaining it, the episode screen falls to a close. Part 1 of episode 5, we are going to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, it is a work night, so we are going to have to end a little early. We will continue where we left off on part 2 of episode 5.
And Van will be here.
Hopefully, Ven will be here. But in the meantime, I hope you all had fun on this filler episode. For those of you who are here solely for the filler, don't worry, the beach part is coming. We haven't quite reached that part yet, but you know, the beach episode, we'll hit it. We'll hit it. We're getting there. This is a slow grind season, baby. We're 24 episodes. I'm just kidding. I don't know how many episodes we are. But
Takes the entire rest of the year.
it's okay. The light at the end of the tunnel. That beach scene.
Of Headridge.
Headrich. Oh, sweet lord.
Rich.
But until then, we will leave the episode here. We will come back next time on the next episode of Outpost Degeneracy or Degenerate City. But until then, for those of you who tuned into the stream, oh yeah, I can't wait either, Andre. For those of you who joined into the stream, thank you so much for coming by. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, again, thanks for sticking through the entire episode. I hope it was fun. Hope you guys had a good time. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.